Our first event is the C final in the women's 500-yard freestyle. C final. Swimming in lane 1 for Rutgers, Isabella Valley. Lane 2 for Rutgers, Ella Arbeiter. In lane 3 for Rutgers, Megan Fox. Lane 4 for Denver, Nika Spihar. In lane 5 for Denver, Paige Riley. Lane 6 for Rutgers, Ella Hall. And lane 7, another Scarlet Knight, Grace Weaver. And in lane 8, from the University of Denver, Kiki Lindsay. And Nika Spihar popping out here early. 55 flat at the 100. Two things can happen when you go out that fast. One of them is good. Nika still under 30 seconds, as is Megan Fox of Rutgers. Swimmers, a reminder that the diving well lanes are closed until completion of the 1 meter diving. So diving well lanes closed until 1 meter is completed. And Nika now up to 101 plus. Megan Fox of Rutgers, fastest split on the board. .75 yards to go. Nika trying to hang in there. Megan Fox now moving ahead. And maybe that first 100 was just a little too hot for Nika. She's got to look out for Ella Hall in lane 6 of Rutgers. And Megan, 4:56.36. Nika, 57.02, 6/100ths ahead of Ella Hall. Here now are the competitors in the B final. Swimming in lane 1, Kaylee McDonald of Harvard. In lane 2, Daniela Alfaro Saldana of Denver. In lane 3, Sabrina Rekaiban of Denver. In lane 4, Mia West of Cal. Lane 5, Ava Olson of UNLV. Lane 6, Jade Roger, Minnesota. Lane 7, Tanaya Winter of Denver. And lane 8, Blanca Berek of Rutgers. B final. At the 100 in 53.9, Mia West of Cal. Very even splits among our top 3. .152 flat at the 200. About 2 full seconds ahead of her prelim swim this morning is Mia. Also faster than she was this morning, Ava Olson of UNLV. Happy halfway. Mia and Ava locked together at low 58s, low to mid 58s. Mia now 2.5 seconds ahead of her morning pace. Ava also ahead of morning pace. And with 100 to go, Mia pulling out to a 1 full body length lead. On her way to probably a 446. And let's make that a 445. The B cut is a 447 too. And there it is, a B cut for Mia West. 445.52. Ava Olsen, 447.82. And now let's meet the swimmers in the A final. Swimming in lane 1, currently 5th in the Mountain West Conference, a junior from UNLV, Erica Carlson. Swimming in lane 2, California sophomore Catherine Hazel. In lane number 3, an NCAA veteran in both the 500 and 1650, University of Minnesota senior Elliott Kennedy. In lane 4, our top qualifier, also an NCAA vet, sophomore from Minnesota, Katie McCarthy. In lane number 5, sophomore from Cal, she PR'd this morning in the 500 in the prelims, Ava Chavez. In lane 6, graduate student at Cal, Maya Geringer. In lane 7, sophomore from Harvard, Alexandra Bastone. And in lane 8, from the University of Minnesota, Anya Kalievic. A final. Little outside smoke in lane 8. Anya Kalievic, one of the better 200 swimmers in the Big Ten, showing a little bit of speed. We got a hot one in lane 1 as well, Erica Carlson of UNLV. Out pretty aggressively. Training partners Katie McCarthy and Elliott Kennedy in lanes 4 and 3 respectively. They're going to follow Anya into the wall. And it is virtually 6 across, with Erica Carlson just a whisker behind. Katie first, but only by a little bit. Actually tied with Maya Geringer of Cal over in lane 6. Harvard's Alexandra Bastone right there as well. It's going to be a very exciting last 150. Like Maya making a little bit of a move. Alexandra, Katie, and Elliott right there. And the sprint is on. Maya Geringer looking good. And 440.98. Nice 441.69. That 441.69 is, I believe, a new school record at Harvard. Congratulations to Alexandra. Our next event, the men's 500-yard freestyle. C final. Serving in lane 1. Senior from Denver, Will Melsha. Lane 2, Connor Hughes of Denver. Lane 3, Philip Lanye of Harvard. Lane 4, Ambrose Barsak of UNLV. Lane 5, Finn Holdridge of Denver. Lane 6, Felipe Bafico of Harvard. Lane 7, Brandon Saidi of Denver. And lane 8, one more pioneer, Max O'Neill. This is an event that Denver has dominated at the Summit League Championship in the last many years. Right now, it's Ambrose of UNLV and Felipe of Harvard in lanes 4 and 6 respectively as they set the pace. Felipe just a little more relaxed than he was this morning. .300 yards in. Felipe holding 55 second pace. .150 yards to go. It's a two-person race. Both now faster than they were in this morning's heats. And Felipe with a great shot of going sub 5 minutes. I'm sorry, sub 4:30. And Ambrose puts the hammer down in the last 75, and there's a 4:27.07. Next up, swimming in the B final in lane 1 is Tristan Dalby of Harvard. Lane 2, 28th at last year's NCAA Championships, Trent Franzen of Cal. Lane 3, Shane Washard of Harvard. Lane 4, Joe Hancock of Denver. Lane 5, Luke Brennan of Minnesota. Lane 6, Colby Raffle of UNLV. Lane 7, Dylan Meese of Denver. And Lane 8, Harris Durham of Harvard. B final. Jumping out at the 100, 49 flat, Joe Hancock. 9/10 of a second faster than he was this morning. Trent Franson with that big catch-up stroke. Pulling even now. At the 200 this morning, Trent was a 143 and a half. Now 142.7. Happy halfway, 2:09 for Trent. Again, about a second and a half ahead. Trent getting a little challenge here from Shane Washart of Harvard. Shane's number 6 on the all-time list at Harvard. And Trent, fastest split on the board as he's really kicking it down. Shane's going to have a good time as well. And Trent 421.27. Shane 422.39. Thank you, Summers. And now let's meet the A finalists in the men's 500. Swimming in lane 1 in his first Minnesota invite, first year from Cal, Thaxton or McMullen. In lane 2, backstroke Olympian, Cal sophomore Keaton Jones. In lane 3, junior from Cal, Matthew Chai. In lane 4, the Minnesota school record holder, 11th in this event at the NCAAs, and A finalist or top 8 in the 1650, Minnesota senior Bars Solovicek. In lane 5, also an NCAA veteran in the distance, senior from Minnesota, Joey Tepper. In lane 6, Cal senior, 4th at the NCAAs in this event last year, Gabriel Jett. In lane 7, grad student from Cal, Tyler Kopp. And in lane 8, 3-time Summit League champion in the distance event, senior from Denver, Kieran Watson. A final. This morning, Gabriel Jett doubled in the IM and the 500. Got his cut in the 200 IM and swam a solid 500. Obviously, getting into the final was the goal. Coaches, this is your last call for Friday prelim scratches. Last call for scratches for Friday prelims. Thank you. Strong first 100 for Joey Tepper, 48.6. Joey swam for the University of Tennessee, where he is a national qualifier, transferred here to Minnesota for his graduate work, and is using a year of eligibility here with the Golden Gophers, training partner for Olympian Bar Solovicek. .140.8 and .9 for Bar and Joey. Gabriel Jett makes it a 3-man race, and so does Keaton Jones in lane 2. Keaton in lane 2 was 5th in the 200 backstroke in the Paris Olympic Games. And Gabriel now splitting under 52. .100 yards to go. 53-second pace for Bar and Joey. Gabriel Jett very much in control. Although Keaton Jones knocking at the door. Tyler Kopp now moves up to challenge Bar. Solovicek working on a strong finish. And a pair of 416s for the Cal swimmers. 418 flat for bar. Our next event is the women's 200-yard individual medley. C final. In lane 1, Mira Keller of Minnesota. Lane 2, Rachel Conley, Minnesota. Lane 3 is Indy Jungmann, Minnesota. Lane 4, Alexandra Denisenko of Harvard. Lane 5, Izzy Burton of Denver. Lane 6, Jessica Maeda of Denver. Lane 7, Mina Ada Soliker of Denver. And lane 8, Lily Zippel of Denver. Alexandra, first to the wall, going into the freestyle, followed closely by Denver's breaststroke stalwart Jessica Maeda. At the C final, we'll go to Alexandra Denisenko, 2:01.12. And now the competitors in the B final, swimming in lane 1 for the University of Minnesota, Claire Reinke. In lane 2, Gabby Augustine of Harvard. In lane 3, her Harvard teammate Peyton Foster. In lane 4, from Cal, Alicia Henry. In lane 5, her Cal teammate Abigail Ersku. In lane 6, from Minnesota, Grace Drabot. Lane 7, Grace Wharton of UNLV. And in lane 8, from Minnesota, Peyton Ross. B final. And Peyton Ross at the Gophers over in lane 8. Nice backstroke split, 55-8 at the 100. Abigail Hersku showing off her breaststroke. She split 34 flat this morning. 33-14. Alicia Henry of Cal, 32-19. But this one is going to belong to Abigail in lane 5. If she can hold off a challenge from Peyton Foster in lane 3. And we are under 2 minutes. Congratulations on the milestone, Abigail. 159.86. And now, let's meet the swimmers in the A final in the women's 200-yard individual medley. Swimming in lane 1, a grad student from Rutgers. She PR'd this morning and hit a time second all-time at Rutgers, Molly Urquille. In lane 2, first year from California, Ariel Brotman. In lane 3, from Cal, another grad student, Margot McDonald. Swimming in lane 4. A final veteran in both backstrokes at the NCAA's, grad student from Cal, Isabel Stadden. In lane 5. She was 11th in this event at the NCAA's, senior from Cal, Leah Polonsky. In lane 6 from Cal, senior Lizzie Cook. In lane 7, sophomore, 6th all-time in this event at Harvard, Stephanie Iancani. And in lane number 8 from Rutgers, grad student, 3rd all-time at the Scarlet Knight list, Shannon Medway. A final. In lane 4, Isabel Stadden, part of Team USA, of course, and a local swimmer from Blaine, Minnesota. She's won individual medley and backstroke state championships in this very pool as a high school senior here. And we'll get a chance to see that world-class backstroke. The A cut in this event, a 153.66. And maybe if she can catch lightning in a bottle, the pool record, 152.50, set by Maya Dorado of Stanford way back in 2014. And Leah Polonsky hammering the breaststroke. Leah 31.9 breaststroke split. And Isabel on cruise. And Leah, 153.65. That is an A cut for Leah. Congratulations. Isabel second. And Margot McDonald of Cal in third. Our next event is the men's 200-yard individual medley. C final. Swimming in lane 1 for the University of Minnesota, Jack Ballard. In lane 2 from UNLV, Kyle Adamson. Lane 3 from Harvard, Quinn Herron. In lane 4, also from Harvard, first-year swimmer Richard Poplowski. In lane 5 from Denver, Noah Laird. Lane 6, Denver sophomore Quinn Collins. Lane 7 from Harvard, Jonathan Novinsky. And lane 8 from Harvard, Dylan Ree. Nine-tenths of a second separated all the qualifying times in this heat. Well, no surprise, it's close. At the wall, it's with 25 to go, maybe Jonathan Novinsky, maybe Jack Ballard. And at the wall, maybe it's Kyle Adamson of UNLV, 148.8. And now here are your competitors in the B final. Swimming in lane 1 from Minnesota, Albert Hernandez Garcia. In lane 2 from Denver, Nico Morton. In lane 3 from Denver, Marco Nosek. In lane 4 from UNLV, Ian Bellflower. Lane 5 from Minnesota, Joe Poyak. Lane 6 from Harvard, Adriano Ariati. In lane 7 from Harvard, Eric Lee. And lane 8 from Minnesota, Tyler Hansen. And it looks like the surgery on block 2 is complete. This is the B final. Alberto Hernandez out fast in lane 1. And he and Adriano in lane 6 turn right together. Marco Nosek out Denver with a big breaststroke split. And we'll see who brought their freestyle. And longest fingernail award goes to Marco Nosek, 146.72, as he drops a second and a half. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the blocks. The swimmers in the A final. Swimming in lane 1 for Minnesota, Ryan Slonik. In lane 2 from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, Daniel Nikusan. In lane 3 from California, Sean Swift. Swimming in lane 4 from the University of California, the defending champion in this event, Destin Lasco. In lane 5 from Cal, first-year swimmer, Carter Lancaster. In lane number 6, senior from Minnesota, school record holder Kaiser Neverman. In lane 7, from UNLV, senior Cooper Keel, and fellow senior from UNLV in lane 8, Michael Breitbart. A final. Destin Lasco out at 22 flat. Nine tenths ahead of prelim pace. The A cut is a 140.75. Nice breaststroke leg for Sean Smith. Puts himself up into the mix here. Challenge from Daniel Nakusin of Denver and Carter Lancaster of Cal. But this one's going to belong to Destin. And a smooth 142.72. Sean 144.5. Carter 145.01. $145.12 for Daniel of UNLV. That's a B cut. We move on now to the women's 50-yard freestyle. And it looks like we're still performing more surgery on block number 2. We'll take a moment and enjoy this young people's music. C final. Lane 1, Heather. Lane 2, Pilar. Lane 3, Blythe. Lane 4, Jessica. Lane 5, Cami. Lane 6, Paige. Lane 7, Daniela. And lane 8, Angie. And a 23.5 for Blythe of Harvard. And now the swimmers in the B final. Swimming in lane 1, Bridget Sullivan of UNLV. Lane 2, Stephanie Akakamoto of California. Lane 3, Sydney Liu, Harvard. In lane 4, Sydney Griskavage of Cal. Lane 5, Morgan Thomas, Minnesota. Lane 6, Maggie Petty of Cal. In lane 7, Mina Kalievic of Minnesota. And lane 8, Anya Mostek of Harvard. B final. Nice wall by Morgan Thomas in lane 5. And it's Sydney Liu with a great finish, 100th of a second ahead of Morgan Thomas. And now let's meet the swimmers in the A final. Please welcome to the blocks your championship finalists. Swimming in lane 1 from Cal, McKenna Stone. In lane 2 from Cal, Ella Mazurek. In lane 3 from Cal, Morgan Brophy. In lane 4 is our top qualifier, first-year swimmer from California, Mary Ambra Mulla. In lane 5, your 200 IM runner-up, national team member from Cal, Isabel Stedden. In lane 6 from Minnesota, Livy Warner. Lane 7 from Cal, Femke Hoppenbrauer. And in lane 8 from Minnesota, Hannah Cornish. Isabel Stadden swam this event at the NCAAs last year. She saved some energy from the IM. And Mary Ambra, 21.68. Livy Wenner of Minnesota, 22.21. And third over here in lane 1, 22.24. McKenna Stone. And now it's the men's turn for 20 seconds of White Thunder. The men's 50-yard freestyle. C final. Lane 1, Lovro. Lane 2, David. Lane 3, Emil Jose. Lane 4, Andrew. Lane 5, Mara. Lane 6, Omar. Lane 7, Luca. And lane 8, Evan. And Mara Gatnar of Harvard, 20.07. And now here are the competitors in the B final. Swimming in lane 1 from Minnesota, Davide Harabagiu. In lane number 2 from Harvard, David Greeley. In lane 3 from Cal, Samuel Quarles. In lane 4 from Harvard, Sonny Wang. Lane 5 from Minnesota, Jacob Johnson. Lane 6 from Cal, Luca Bactalini. Lane 7 from Harvard, Oliver Pilkington. And lane 8 from Harvard, Anthony Rincon. And Cal's Luca Bactalini, 1942. And now let's meet the A finalists. Please welcome to the blocks our top 8 qualifiers in the 50 free. Swimming in lane 1 from Cal. Actually, everybody in this heat is from Cal. Lane 1, Nicholas Antonio. Lane 2, Colby Hatton. Lane 3, Evan Petty. Lane 4, Swedish Olympic team veteran Bjorn Seeliger. Lane 5, Nance Mazzillier. Lane 6, Roman Jones. Lane 7, Kai Cruz. And lane 8, August Vetch. A final. The A cut is a blistering 1872. B cut's 1969. And we've got B cuts for Roman, Nans, Bjorn, Evan, and Nicholas. Okay, swimmers and coaches, the official meet time is 7:08. We will take a 15-minute break, and then we will run 2 heats of time trials, complete a 20-minute total time break before the 200 freak relay.
Can you repeat that one more time?
So swimmers and coaches, time trials at 7:23, and we will resume with the relays at 7:28. Repeating our time schedule one more time. We will have time trials at 7:23 and the women's 200 free relay at 7:28. Next up is a series of 2 time trials. The first heat will be a heat of 100 butterfly featuring Cal's Edward Huang in lane 4. Heat 1. B cut 46.80, A cut 44.51, and Edward 21.80 on the way out. And a 47.24. Our next heat is a heat of 200s. In lane 4, swimming backstroke from Cal, Tommy Roeder. In lane 4, swimming butterfly from Cal, Frank Applebaum. And in lane 6, swimming 200 individual medley from Cal, Humberto Nayera. A reminder again of the names. Lane 4, Frank Applebaum, and lane 6, Humberto Nayera. And a 142.01 for Tommy. And that is a B cut. 142.6. Going butterfly for Frank, and that is a B cut. And a 144.48 for Humberto. Going IM, that is a B cut. Congratulations, gentlemen. A reminder, relays, we will not parade the A final, report directly to the blocks. We will introduce the A finalists behind the blocks, otherwise in the water. We're ready now for the women's 200-yard freestyle relay. Heat 1, time final. In lane 2, the team of Lasansky, All, Hagemester, and Hall from Rutgers. Lane 3, the team of O'Neill, Remington, Chesno, and Molden of Denver. Lane 4, the team of Akakaboda, Davis, Cogswell, and Hoppenbauer from Cal. Lane 5, the team of Kaljevik, Goodnow, Conley, and Rogier of Minnesota. In lane 6, the team of Hakonadottir, Foster, Wilhelm, and Vienkava from Harvard. These are the C teams from each school. Cal in the water first.
So there's no walk.
Anchor legs in the water. This is Cal. Gophers and Harvard battling. And Cal 131-79. Heat 2, time final. In lane 2, the team of Brenner, Hamlin, Alas, and Padilla from Harvard. In lane 5, the team of Yablonsky, Perriott, Maureen, and Youngman from Minnesota. Lane 6 is the team of Burton, Inez Marin, Metusels, and Kohler from Denver. In lane 7, the team of Medway, Kuriger, Ruffner, and Allen from Rutgers. And my apologies, there is a lane 4, Cal. Brophy, Mazurek in the water now, Maggie Petty. And anchoring for the Bears will be Sydney Gruscavage. and Cal 132.07. And now let's meet the teams, the A teams for each school, swimming in lane 2. Team of Liu, Mostek, Winklebeck, and McDonald from Harvard. In lane 3, the team of Sullivan, Carlson, Gardner, and Cohen from UNLV. In lane 4, the team of West, Stadden, Mulla, and Stone from Cal. In lane 5, the team of Wanner, Thomas, Cornish, and Kaljevic from Minnesota. In lane 6, the team of Lucician, Wyand, Winter, and Bay from Denver. And in lane 7, the team of Thompson, Urquille, Smits, and Paiso from Rutgers. Heat 3, time final. Currently across the country, there are 16 teams that have made the A cut of 128.42. Neither Minnesota or Cal are among them. And here's the shot. Mid-22s for Cal and Minnesota. And McKenna Stone anchoring for Cal. That cut again, 128.42. And there it is, 127.54. And that slides into 10th in the national rankings. Gophers the second, 130.09. Our next event is the men's 200-yard freestyle relay time final. He won. Lane 2, you have Asters, Poplawski, Bafico, and Novinsky, Harvard D. Lane 3, Collins, Pinheiro, Hancock, and Meese. That's Denver C. Lane 4, Hatton, Vetch, Cruz, and Hallett, California C. In lane 5, McCarthy, Steffen, Poyak, and Hansen. Minnesota C. And lane 6, Durham, Dalby, Bartel, and Green. That's Harvard C. And Cal C, a 117.94. We have a disqualification in lane 3 for a false start. Heat 2, time final. In lane 2, Harvard B, the team of Rincon, Crawley, Despande, and Schmidt. In lane 3, the team of Pentic, Tudyk, Wright, and Simmons. That's Denver B. In lane 4, the team of Seeliger, who just won at 19-1-6. Roman Jones, Nicholas Antonio, and Samuel Quarles. In lane 5, the team of Connor Groya, Casey Stowe, Matt McDonald, and Lovros Siderovic of Minnesota. In lane 6, the team of Barsak, Inoue, Keel, and Lucero from UNLV. And there's a 1:16.35 for Cal B as they make the A cut. No surprising given the A final in the 50 free. And now here are the teams in the A final. In lane 2, the team of Tyrone, Chapman, McClellan, and Milburn of Denver. In lane 3, the team of Wang, Greeley, Pilkington, and Gatner of Harvard. In lane 4, the team of Petty, Manzilier, Battellini, and Jet from California. In lane 5, the team of Harabashiu, Neverman, Johnson, and Abdelwahab of Minnesota. And in lane 6, the team of Nikusan, Potgeider, Avila, and Breitbart from Nevada, Las Vegas. Heat 3, time final. Zillier hands it off to Battellini. Oliver Pilkington for Harvard swimming third. Big wall by Jacob Johnson of the Gophers. And Cal 116.75. Minnesota 118.77 for third, and Harvard with a nice 118.12 for second. Well, this concludes our final session for day 2, and we will look forward to seeing